Hi there. Welcome to Module 6. We are just about done with the content for this class. A couple more weeks to go, so make sure that you pay attention to due dates and hang in there. I know this semester is getting busier day by day, and it gets harder, especially with these online classes, to keep up with the work. So you're doing a great job so far. I just want to make sure that we finish strong. For the content in these modules, we're going to start with Chapter 10, and that talks about spirituality, life balance, talks about the traits of resiliency and how important that is in terms of having a positive growth mindset. I think you'll really find the topics in Chapter 10 to be valuable, and some of that may resonate more with you than some of the other topics that we've covered so far. I know for me, the spiritual wellness component of my overall lifestyle is really important, and it's something that I know I need to pay attention to. So you might find that to be true for yourself as well. For Chapter 11, we're going to dive into occupational and environmental stress. It's kind of a weird chapter in that they took two topics and kind of did a mashup of those. There's very little content at the end related to environmental stress, things like climate change and pollution. It doesn't, in my opinion, do a whole lot of justice to the topic as a whole, but it might whet your appetite if you want to take a class related to that does sort of a deeper dive later on. This is more just meant to hit those topics more like a survey. The first part of Chapter 11 has to do with occupational stress, and I know that some of you are getting ready to graduate. This is something that you're feeling in droves right now as you're searching for jobs. You're knee deep with resumes and networking and interviewing and trying to figure out what your life is going to look like in the next couple months. So hopefully you'll find some good tips for those of you who are underclassmen. The time to start thinking about what your life might look like from an occupational sense is now. Networking starts now. Essentially, college is like a 4-year job interview. You're thinking about the classes that you've been in, people who might be willing to write you letters of recommendation. This is your job interview for those. So hopefully you'll find some good information. The chapter does talk a little bit about burnout, what happens when we're in a job that's not fulfilling to us, or the demands exceed what we can possibly do, or our expectations aren't being met. And that's a common problem. Hopefully you'll end up in a job situation where you love going to work every day. I don't have too many days where I think, man, I wish I didn't have to go to work today. And if I do, it mostly has to do with the fact that my kids are at home, or it's a really nice day outside and I'd rather be on my bike or playing golf or something like that. So, but most days I love going to work, and hopefully that comes through in the teaching that you've seen me do in the virtual lectures. I hope that you have a good week. I know we've got some better weather coming, so a chance to get outside and maybe enjoy some of the things that you can do coping wise to settle some of this end of the semester stress. Have a good week.